Now, finally we get to learn the chapter 12, lesson 1. The first lesson is called angles on a line. They are angles like this. Look, AB is a straight line and D is a shared vertex of two angles, angle ADC and angle BDC. So these two angles, they share the vertex and the two sides of them make a straight line. They are called angles on a line. One important property of angles on a line is the measure of this angle and the measure of this angle make 180 degrees. So this is how we can write it. Measure of angle ADC add measure of angle BDC is 180 degrees. Why is that? Well, we know that on a straight line, we can draw one and only one perpendicular line to it. And this perpendicular line makes two right angles. One right angle is 90 degrees and two right angles is 180 degrees. So, the sum of the measures of these two angles will make 180 degrees. Well, do you think it only applies to two angles? Or it also applies to 3 or more angles? The concept of angles on the line. Yes, of course. When you have more angles, let's draw it a straight line like this. Even when you have more angles, if they share a point, the vertex, and their two sides of their sides make a straight line, they are still called angles on a line because the sum of all of them still makes 180 degrees. Just like this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you the sentence. The sum of angles measures on a line, the sum of angle measures on a line is 180 degrees. And just like this one, these three angles are called angles on a line. Hello, 5th graders. I hope you're still enjoying home-based learning and found it easy to do your homework. Yesterday, I made a whole bunch of videos and I spent a long time. Again, many times I found mistakes that I could fix. So I made those videos over and over again. When I finally finished those videos and sent them to Mr. Lesevich, a lot of them turned out to be horizontal instead of vertical. So I had to remake them again, and it was a lot of doing the same things over and over again. After the lesson yesterday though, the second lesson seems to be quite small. So I'm hoping to finish it as quickly as I can so that I can go out and play. It snowed for 2 days in Yantai on and off, and now it's beautiful outside. The sun is so bright and the sky is so blue and there's beautiful snow. So I am going to play skateboard later when I finish making the videos for you. Here we go. Angles at a point. In the previous lesson, we learned angles on a line, and we know that they measure up to 180 degrees. In this lesson, we're going to learn angles at a point. Angles at a point, they basically are angles that look like this. They share the vertex, and they go all around it. How many degrees do you think these angle measures are? Well, it says the sum of angle measures at a point is 360 degrees. Do you think we can prove that? Well, of course. So it is the same figure except that I extended ray OA and I made a new line called line AD. So with a straight line, it splits angle Y into M and N. Now we know that the sum of the angle measures of X, Y, Z would be measure of angle X, measure of angle M, measure of angle Z, and measure of angle N. We have already learned that X and M, they are angles on a line because AD is a straight line. So we would be so sure that M and X measure up to 180 degrees. And the same thing with angle Z and N. They are also angles on the line AD. So they measure up to 180 degrees too. So we know that the angle measures of X, Y, and Z is 360 degrees. Isn't that easy? It is very easy. I believe everybody of you understands it well, and you have no problem solving the problems or answering the questions. Most of the questions would be like name the angles at a point, like in figures like this, and you just name all the angles at a point. It would be A, B, C, D. And other questions are like, find the unknown angle measures in figures like this. In this figure, we know 83 degree angle, we know this angle is 37 degrees, and there is a right angle. How many degrees is a right angle? Right, it's 90 degrees. So if we know all 3 out of the 4 angles at this point, and we know the measure of angle Q, because we know all of them measure up to 360 degrees, right? So measure Q would be 360 degrees minus the right angle, 90 degrees, minus 37 degrees, minus 83 degrees, and it is 150 degrees. It is going to be super easy for you today. So I wish you have a good day and enjoy the homework.